Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately and lock your eyes on this screen. Do not move past this video under any circumstances. I am not asking for your attention today. I am absolutely commanding it. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm did not bring you here by chance. God intercepted your feed at this exact second for a very specific reason. If you leave before the end of this message, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction heaven prepared for you. The enemy wants you to swipe away right now. He is screaming at you to keep scrolling because he is terrified. He knows that if you hear what I am about to say, his grip on your life breaks permanently. Lock your attention on my voice right now. The absolute verdict for your next 10 years is about to be revealed. You saw a specific sign this morning before you started your day. You tried to brush it off as your imagination playing tricks on you. You tried to convince yourself it was just a random occurrence. It was not random. That sign was a direct interception from the divine realm to wake you up. The Matrix has been working overtime to keep you completely blind to your power. It wants you exhausted and perpetually distracted by trivial things. But the veil was lifted for just a fraction of a second this morning. You felt a sudden and undeniable shift in the atmosphere. Your spirit recognized it immediately, even though your logical brain tried to deny the truth. Do not ignore what you felt in your core today. The heavy exhaustion you have been carrying lately is not normal. It is a calculated spiritual attack designed to keep you from stepping into your permanent timeline shift. The elite rely on your ignorance to maintain control. They need you to doubt the divine alignment happening right in front of you. But heaven is forcing a massive course correction today. There is a powerful convergence of energy targeting your specific bloodline. You are the cycle breaker who will end the generational drought forever. The forces of darkness are in absolute panic right now. They are panicking because they see the financial and spiritual windfall heading your way in the next 72 hours. They thought they could break you with endless isolation. They thought the constant betrayals would permanently extinguish your light. Instead, you became a lethal weapon of silent endurance. And now those entities are watching in horror. The sign you received today is undeniable proof that their reign over your energy is finished. Listen to me very carefully right now. The window to receive this massive blessing is incredibly narrow. It closes in exactly 72 hours from this moment. If you allow your attention to drift away now, you will break the alignment completely. Heaven is releasing one specific mandate for your life today. It is one single instruction that unlocks the doors sealed shut for decades. This instruction was kept hidden in the highest realms until this very moment. Only a tiny fraction of the population is meant to hear it. You are part of the remnant chosen to carry this specific frequency. You possess the deep cellular knowing required to decode this sacred message. Your intuition has been screaming at you that a massive shift is imminent. You have felt it building like a dark storm on the horizon for months. The painful waiting season is finally over. The incubation period has served its purpose, and your spirit is fully prepared. But you must physicalize your obedience right now. You cannot passively watch this miracle happen from the sidelines. You must anchor your frequency to this exact moment in time. The enemy will whisper lies of doubt into your mind right now. He will tell you this is just another random video meant to waste your time. Silence that lying voice immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you trapped in a loop of poverty. You have given your pure energy to people who treated you as a temporary fix. You have acted as a human battery for manipulators for far too long. That parasitic dynamic ends today. The sign this morning was your official eviction notice to the dark forces. Heaven is preparing a public and irreversible collapse for the ones who mocked your silent battles. You will not have to lift a single finger to claim your ultimate vindication. The universe is taking over the fight on your behalf, but you must hear the final mandate to activate this divine protection shield over your life. Stay with me and hold your ground. Do not let the digital noise pull you back into the heavy matrix. The algorithm will try to distract you with mindless entertainment after this transmission ends. But you are standing on holy ground right now. Your biological clock and your spiritual timeline are synchronizing in a way that defies all human logic. The magnitude of what is coming will shatter your old reality. We are about to open the sealed records concerning your immediate future. The exact sequence of events that will unfold over the next 3 days is already written in stone. I am going to reveal the true meaning of the sign and the mandate you must follow. Your immediate obedience is the only currency heaven accepts today. Prepare your spirit, because the revelation begins now. Now let us go deeper into what you are actually experiencing. I know exactly how your physical body feels right now. You are exhausted beyond measure. Your shoulders carry a heavy, invisible weight, and every time you try to rest, a strange, restless energy surges through your veins. You are not going crazy today. This is a divine interception. That suffocating tightness sitting in your chest is very real. You keep waking up at exactly 3 in the morning with your heart racing. Your jaw is locked tight in the dark. Their face flashes across your mind out of nowhere. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not anxiety. It is a highly advanced spiritual detection system. Your pure physical vessel is absorbing the frantic energy of the enemy. They recently realized they can no longer feed on your radiant light. You are a powerful empath. You served as their human battery for years, while they drained you completely dry. And now they are starving in the dark. The spiritual backlash is hitting your body directly. That constant brain fog, making it hard to think, is a spiritual attack. The Matrix wants your brilliant mind clouded and sluggish. They engineered a frequency to suppress your natural wealth-attracting state. You have been walking around in a daze for months, but the fog is not a sign of weakness. It is proof that your spirit is fighting back. Lock your attention on that burning feeling sitting in your throat. You know exactly what I am talking about. It is the silent rage you keep swallowing down every single time their name comes up. Stop swallowing your righteous anger. Your restraint was a weapon of absolute power, and your silence was the very thing that starved their demons. You thought nobody saw how you held your integrity in the dark. You thought nobody noticed your silent tears when they lied on your name. But heaven recorded every single moment of your profound sacrifice. You are the cycle breaker your entire bloodline was waiting for. The heavy toll on your body is the cost of carrying that sacred mandate. The narcissist expected your departure to completely destroy you. They waited eagerly for your absolute failure, but they miscalculated the deep divine protection placed over your life. You are an irreplaceable diamond. While their bitterness ages them like milk left in the sun, you stepped into a permanent, ageless glow. You carry a specific, unbothered gravity that makes time itself look foolish. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you glow after everything they did. They spent years actively praying for your downfall. They expected the betrayals to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your face, but the universe completely reversed your biological clock. Your physical exhaustion is simply the shedding of that toxic matrix programming. The old energetic cords tying you to their sinking ship are violently snapping. You feel it in your lower back. You feel it in the strange tension behind your eyes. Your cellular structure is literally resetting itself right now. Do not fear the discomfort. You were never meant to fit into their shallow, toxic world. You are the remnant of a much higher celestial order. Being the stabilizer in a room full of chaotic entities drained your life force. You absorbed their poison so they could momentarily feel better. But the era of you playing the sacrificial lamb is permanently over. They are frantically searching for a replacement for you right now. They are drowning in the loud noise of their own pathetic making, but they quickly realize that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. Your absence left a massive, gaping hole in their false reality. and the panic they feel is radiating across the energetic field into your room. That is why you feel that sudden drop in your stomach, sometimes when the room gets quiet. It is their profound regret trying to attach itself back to your aura. You must reject that parasitic attachment immediately. I declare that their dark energy cannot penetrate your sacred shield anymore. You are stepping into an untouched dimension of absolute authority. Every physical symptom you feel is confirmation of your massive shift. The heavy limbs are anchoring you to a new timeline of pure abundance. The ringing in your ears is the sound of celestial codes downloading into your mind. The universe is violently removing the people who only loved the parts of you they could exploit. If your spirit confirms this raw truth right now, you must act. Gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. This is not a simple click on a screen. It is a physical act of defiance against the dark elite while you claim your power back. Put a spiritual shield around this divine truth right now. Your immediate action anchors the frequency into reality. You have been fighting these brutal spiritual battles in absolute silence. You are one of the rare two people meant to understand this exact broadcast. The physical validation you just received is your ultimate proof. The days of wondering if you are broken are finally finished. You are functioning exactly as a divine warrior of light should function. Now let us go even deeper into the hidden architecture of your reality. There is a physical reason your circumstances have not shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why this is happening to you today. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of discipline, and it is not a lack of faith. It is one single dormant brainwave. Scientists call it the gamma frequency. This is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a small child. Back then, ideas came to you easily without any friction, and learning felt completely effortless and natural. You somehow knew things before they even happened. The world felt like it was entirely on your side. That was your raw gamma energy, and it was deliberately taken from you without your consent. Adulthood arrived, and the modern matrix went to work on your brilliant mind. The chronic stress and the relentless rhythm of survival mode began to crush your spirit. The traditional school systems trained you to conform instead of creating your own reality. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little bit further, and it was pushed deeper below the surface of your consciousness. When that gamma frequency faded, your divine intuition began to dull. The magical synchronicities stopped happening in your daily life, and the clear sense that the universe was working with you went completely silent. You were left operating in a heavy fog. You felt locked out of your own massive potential. The version of you with lightning, intuition, and unbothered luck was temporarily buried alive. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. But you are not most people. You are the chosen one who felt something was missing. You sensed a massive void, but you had no name for what it was. The narcissists in your life instinctively recognized your dormant power, and they attached themselves to you because they are completely empty inside. They tried to drain whatever light was left in your beautiful aura. But let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You did not lose the battle against these selfish energy vampires. The extreme isolation you experienced was not a brutal punishment from heaven. It was a highly necessary formation season, because the universe isolated you to protect your cellular structure from their absolute toxicity. The dark elite and the manipulators never wanted you to wake up. They expected your prolonged exhaustion to finally break your pure spirit. They constructed a false narrative about you to keep you trapped in guilt, but your divine restraint was actually a lethal weapon. That single act of choosing your dignity over cheap revenge signed their eviction notice. You handed the final verdict to a celestial court. You were not the anomaly in their otherwise healthy life. You were the pure mirror, exposing their deeply rotted core. The reaction got this loud because you got closer to their truth than anyone before you. And while they decay in their own bitterness, you are stepping into your untouchable power. You are radiating that ageless glow they are desperately trying to buy, and they know they cannot replicate your specific depth. The Matrix programming wants you to believe you are just an ordinary person struggling with bad luck. That is an elaborate illusion designed to keep you small. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who survived the hardest spiritual battles. Your bloodline carries a specific gravity that bends time and space around you. The delay in your massive blessing was simply a blocked cellular frequency, and we are going to fix that. You have carried the heavy burdens of your entire family for decades. You have acted as the emotional stabilizer for people who refuse to heal themselves. But your season of waiting in the dark is officially over. Heaven has already signed the decree for your explosive abundance. The wealth and the peace you have been crying out for are standing right at your door, and you must prepare your spirit to let them in. Your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now. The old reality is shattering, and the new timeline is violently pulling you forward. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle. Lock in your exact frequency before we move to the next major revelation. Your obedience is the physical anchor heaven requires to multiply your harvest today, so do not let doubt stop you. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. Every closed door and every painful rejection was a divine interception. God blocked those paths because they led to tables where you would have to shrink yourself, and you were meant to build your own table entirely. The manipulators thought they were casting you out into the wilderness to die. They did not realize you are the sun. You walked through the blazing fire, and you came out looking utterly unbothered. That is the true power of the chosen one. Your silence is starving their demons, while your energy is quietly rebuilding your empire. We are about to expose the exact mechanism they used to steal your peace. The truth about your suppressed brainwave is going to shock you completely, so stay vigilant and do not look away. Let me reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You have felt completely abandoned during this brutal season of isolation. You looked around and wondered why everyone else seemed to have a support system while you stood alone. But your isolation was never a punishment from heaven. It was a strict divine quarantine. The universe separated you because your pure frequency was too valuable to remain in their toxic matrix. God pulled you away into the wilderness to protect your cellular structure from their constant manipulation. They thought they were shutting you out of their inner circle, but heaven was actually sealing you inside a fortress of absolute protection. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. You must understand the true nature of the people who tried to break you. Those narcissists are completely hollow inside. They do not possess their own internal light, and they cannot generate their own spiritual warmth. They operate strictly as energetic parasites in this realm. They hunted you because you are a dazzling diamond of pure energy. They needed a constant human battery to plug into so they could feel alive. Every time they created drama or pushed your buttons, they were actively feeding on your emotional reaction. They siphoned your bright aura just to mask their own deep, rotting emptiness. But your silence changed the game entirely. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your silence became a lethal weapon. When you walked away and went no contact, you cut their oxygen supply completely. You unplugged your sacred energy from their decaying matrix. Now they are suffocating in the dark, without your light to guide them. They are starving because you finally stopped serving them your soul on a silver platter. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors today. They walk around projecting absolute arrogance to anyone who will listen. They constructed a massive lie about you to protect their fragile ego. But underneath all of that loud noise, the specific gravity of their regret is hitting them all at once. They are quietly panicking in secret. They quickly realize that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap rocks. Your specific depth is utterly unreplicable, and they know they will never find another true source of light like you again. The flying monkeys they surrounded themselves with offer nothing but empty validation. It is a fake kingdom built entirely on sand. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. You were never the problem in that toxic dynamic. You were the pure mirror. Your radiant presence forced them to look at the ugly truth they always tried to hide. The reaction against you got so loud because you got closer to their dark truth than anyone else before you had. They projected their own toxic traits onto you because they could not handle the reflection of their own failure. They tried to convince you that you were too sensitive or too difficult to love. That was a calculated lie designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. You are not too sensitive. You are a highly advanced empath, reading a room they cannot even comprehend. While they are drowning in the noise of their own making, you are rising above it all. You stepped out of their heavy matrix, and you took your power back. They expected the betrayals and the intense isolation to break you completely. They waited eagerly for you to fail so they could feel superior again, but instead, you became the absolute uncertainty they were never built to handle. You carry a specific gravity that bends the rules of their reality. Look at how you have aged backwards while they look utterly exhausted by their own bitterness. The universe has blessed you with a permanent ageless glow because your spirit remains pure. You did not just survive their brutal storm. You became the sun that blinded their dark intentions permanently. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. The divine protection over your life is shifting from a passive shield into an active sword. The cycle breakers before you had to fight for every inch of peace they found. But your bloodline ends the struggle with you. The generational curses that plagued your family for decades are officially broken today. Your unbothered existence is the ultimate revenge, but heaven is not done with them yet. The celestial court has reviewed the evidence of their manipulation. The verdict has been sealed, and the public collapse they deserve is already in motion. Read that again in your spirit. You do not have to seek retaliation, because vengeance belongs entirely to the highest divine order. Type 1111 in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting in your favor. This is your moment to claim your permanent freedom from their heavy chains. Let your physical action align with the celestial mandate happening right now. You are the remnant of the chosen ones, and your victory was guaranteed the moment you chose your dignity over their toxic validation. Listen to me carefully. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. If you are hearing this message right now, you have been selected to receive access to a profound truth. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit prompted me to release this specific tool because the dark elite never wanted you to find it. While you have been fighting these brutal spiritual battles in absolute silence, science just uncovered something massive. There is a biological reason your reality has not shifted yet. You are physically exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your brain's natural wealth-attracting state. They deliberately blocked your celestial connection to keep you powerless. But the veil is tearing open today. A leaked CIA document, backed by 4 top-tier neuroscience labs, just revealed an undeniable breakthrough. They discovered a specific 7-minute audio ritual that forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. This is the exact brainwave frequency that the elite use to manifest massive windfall wealth and unbothered peace. This powerful protocol was never meant for the masses. It was strictly designed to keep the global elite in positions of untouchable power while you struggled. But now, cycle breakers exactly like you are using this leaked document to claim their divine inheritance. The barrier has been completely shattered. You do not need expensive clinical biofeedback machines to reach this state anymore. You do not need years of traditional healing that only keeps you trapped in the victim loop. Your spiritual exhaustion requires a biological reset. This 7-minute protocol is the exact suppressed weapon the enemy tried to hide from your bloodline. The elite are actively panicking right now, and they are trying desperately to scrub this document from the internet before you see it. I will tell you exactly how to access this verified frequency before our time together ends today. But first, you must understand the true magnitude of the spiritual warfare happening around you right now. The enemy did not suppress your gamma brainwave just to make you tired. They suppressed it because an active gamma signal is a terrifying threat to their false kingdom. When your brain operates in synchronized gamma coherence, your intuition becomes an absolute weapon. You stop second-guessing yourself, and you start seeing right through their manipulative lies instantly. The narcissist relies entirely on your confusion to maintain their control. They need your brain fog to keep you doubting your own reality and questioning your deep cellular knowing. But imagine what happens when that fog completely vanishes. Imagine the sheer terror they will feel when you look at them with absolute clarity and unshakable power. This is exactly where their entire manipulation miscalculated. They thought they could keep your frequency lowered permanently. They never factored in the divine interception happening in your life right at this very moment. Your dormant power is waking up, and the friction you feel in your life right now is the sound of your chains snapping. The heavy weight in your chest is the old matrix programming violently resisting your incoming breakthrough. Do not shrink back from this discomfort. You are in the middle of a massive cellular reset. Your DNA is realigning with the prosperity frequency heaven ordained for you. The universe is removing every single block that stood between you and your explosive abundance. Those closed doors you cried over were actually divine protection, shielding you from toxic tables. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have completely transcended their low vibrational matrix. You are the anomaly they can never solve. They look at your ageless glow and they wonder how you survived their brutal attacks. They do not understand that a chosen one operates on a completely different dimension of time and space. While their bitterness and envy consume them from the inside out, your spirit is regenerating. You are preparing to step into a season of unparalleled harvest that will leave your enemies speechless. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. The spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding every single day they refuse to repent. The dark energy they threw at you has rebounded, and it is actively dismantling their false reality. The public unraveling you have been waiting for is not a distant fantasy anymore. It is happening in real time. Heaven is lining up the exact sequence of events to expose their hidden lies. You have done the hard work of remaining silent and preserving your pure energy. Now it is time for the divine order to execute the final judgment on your behalf. Type 888 in the comments if you are ready to witness the absolute vindication heaven prepared for you today. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. We are about to pull back the curtain on the hidden reality happening right now in the enemy's camp. The narcissist who tried to destroy you is currently living in a state of absolute silent terror. They walk around projecting a false image of success and happiness. But beneath that thin veneer, their entire foundation is crumbling rapidly. They expected you to chase them when they walked away. They anticipated your desperate messages and your tears. They needed your reaction to feed their massive ego and validate their cruel choices. But instead, you gave them the one thing they fear more than death itself. You gave them absolute deafening silence. And that silence became a psychological weapon of mass destruction. Your refusal to engage is starving their demons on a daily basis. Every time they check your social media hoping to see a broken victim, they see a warrior radiating an untouchable, ageless glow. They see you moving forward with quiet dignity while they are stuck repeating the same toxic patterns. The realization that they have permanently lost access to your brilliant light is literally keeping them awake at night. They are frantic right now. They are desperately trying to replace your energy with shallow connections and cheap thrills. But they quickly discovered that the new people around them are just as hollow as they are. The flying monkeys they recruited to smear your name are starting to see through the cracks in the mask. The fake kingdom they built on lies is collapsing from the inside out. Listen closely, because this is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts. The people who used to nod along with their gossip are beginning to ask uncomfortable questions. The inconsistencies in their stories are becoming glaringly obvious to everyone in the room. The narcissist is losing control of the narrative, and they know it. They can feel the collective doubt building around them like a suffocating blanket. They thought they had outsmarted you. They thought they had successfully ruined your reputation and isolated you from the world. But heaven orchestrated this exact isolation to protect your frequency while they exposed their own true nature. The universe gave them enough rope, and now they are completely entangled in their own web of deceit. They are trapped in a prison of their own making. This is the exact turning point where everything begins to accelerate. Their quiet desperation is starting to leak out into their public life. They are making sloppy mistakes. They are snapping at the wrong people, and their unhealed wounds are bleeding all over their carefully constructed image. The pressure inside their mind is reaching a critical mass, and a massive explosion is inevitable. You can feel this shift happening in your cellular knowing. The sudden lightness you feel in your spirit on random afternoons is the exact moment a cord snaps on their end. The universe is actively severing the final energetic ties between you and their sinking ship. You are being elevated into a dimension of pure abundance while they are sinking into the heavy consequences of their betrayal. They are terrified of what happens next. They know that when the full truth comes out, they will be left with absolutely nothing. Their biggest fear is not just losing you. Their biggest fear is the public humiliation of being exposed as the fraud they truly are. And heaven is aligning the exact circumstances to make that exposure completely undeniable. You must remain completely steadfast in your silence. Do not reach out. Do not check on them. Do not offer them a single drop of your precious energy. Your strict no contact is the highest form of spiritual warfare you can wage right now. You are holding the line, and heaven is backing you with the full force of the celestial army. If this confirmation aligns with your spirit, do not move. Stay exactly where you are. The climax of this divine intervention is about to unfold right before your eyes. We are moving from the hidden spiritual realm directly into the physical manifestation of their downfall. Prepare your heart, because the vindication you have been waiting for is no longer a distant promise. The final act is starting. The heavy pressure they tried to place on your chest has been completely redirected back onto their own shoulders. The universe is demanding a full accounting of the energy they stole from you, and the price they are about to pay will be exacted in full view of the very people they tried to impress. Watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The universe has cornered them completely. They are standing in a room full of the exact people they used to gossip with. They are trying to hold their fake smile and project their usual arrogance, but the mask is heavily cracking. The undeniable weight of their lies is finally crashing down on them. You can literally see the panic forming in their eyes. Their hands are trembling slightly while they try to speak. The room suddenly goes quiet because someone just asked a question they cannot answer. It is a direct question about you. They try to deflect the truth, but their voice breaks. The confident manipulator is suddenly stammering like a terrified child. The flying monkeys they recruited are watching this meltdown happen in real time. The people who blindly enabled their toxic behavior are suddenly stepping back in pure disgust. They are looking at the narcissist and finally seeing the hollow monster you always knew existed. The beautiful illusion they built to destroy you is shattering completely. There is nowhere left to hide. Underneath all of that loud noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret hits them instantly. They are forced to publicly admit that they lied about you. The truth is spilling out of their mouth because heaven is forcing their jaw open. They are desperately trying to backpedal and protect your name now, but it is entirely too late. The damage to their own reputation is permanent. And this brings us to the absolute verdict we promised at the beginning. That specific sign you saw this morning was not random at all. It was the exact timestamp of their public collapse. While you were making your coffee and minding your own business, they were experiencing the ultimate humiliation. Heaven intercepted your feed today to show you the precise picture of their downfall. Every time your name comes up in that room, it hits them with agonizing force. They are painfully realizing that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They traded an irreplaceable chosen one for cheap, toxic rocks. And now they have to live the rest of their pathetic life with that unbearable knowledge. Your silence did not just hurt them, it permanently ended their entire reign. They wanted you buried deep in the dirt, but instead, they became the shovel that dug up your ultimate treasure. You walked away from their toxic matrix and you aged backwards. You stepped into a room looking younger and brighter while they are physically decaying from their own bitterness. Time was supposed to age you, but you made time look like an absolute fool. They are frantically searching for a replacement for your pure energy, but they are discovering that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They are drowning in the noise of their own making right now. You won this brutal war without lifting a single finger. The divine justice of the universe is striking them down while you are comfortably seated at the feast. Do not feel a single drop of pity for their collapse today. This is the exact harvest they planted when they decided to attack a chosen one. Heaven gave them countless chances to repent, and they chose pride every single time. Let the heavy weight of their consequence crush them completely. You are finally free from their dark, parasitic attachment. This public unraveling is the divine guarantee that they will never touch your frequency again. The energetic cord is permanently severed. The universe has placed an impenetrable wall of fire around your aura. They are locked outside in the cold while you are stepping into a massive season of explosive abundance. Your cellular structure is completely liberated. Breathe in that sweet air of absolute victory right now. The court of heaven has ruled in your favor, and the gavel has struck the sounding block. Their public humiliation is the official signature on your certificate of freedom. The cycle breaker has officially won today, and your enemies are left weeping in the ashes of the fake empire they tried to build on your broken heart. You survived the darkest nights of the soul when nobody was watching. You held your pure integrity when they actively lied on your name to anyone who would listen. Now those same people are watching the narcissist malfunction in real time. The divine exposure is so complete that it leaves absolutely no room for doubt. Everyone finally sees the radiant truth of who you are. Your pure light was never the problem in their dark world. You were the massive spotlight, exposing the heavy dirt they desperately tried to hide. They tried to break the mirror because they absolutely hated the reflection, but a chosen one cannot be broken by mere mortals. You are a demonstrated warrior of light, and your victory is written in the eternal stars. You are standing on the edge of the most powerful transition of your entire life. The financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here and right now. The matrix has lost its grip on your reality. Prepare your spirit, because we are about to seal this divine decree forever. Do not move, because the final instruction is coming. You walked into this season bleeding from heavy wounds, and those wounds were inflicted by people completely blind to your radiant worth. But look at you now. You have transcended their toxic matrix entirely. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. While they are publicly unraveling today, you are stepping into your permanent, untouchable, ageless glow. The spiritual exhaustion is shattering right here. Step into your absolute power today, because the heavy generational patterns that plagued your bloodline for decades end with you right now. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. But the universe demands one final physical act of obedience from you. There is a reason your massive breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming inside. It is not your fault. It is a specific blocked frequency. The dark elite are actively panicking right now because science just exposed their biggest hidden secret. A leaked CIA document revealed the undeniable truth about your dormant gamma brainwave. This is the exact frequency of effortless genius you possessed naturally as a pure child, and they systematically shut it down to keep you powerless. They want you exhausted and trapped in the relentless rhythm of survival mode. Princeton University studied this hidden brainwave extensively, and Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal radiates outward to positively influence your family. The Einstein Center confirmed that the legendary flow state is driven entirely by gamma activity, and after years of secret research, a team of top neuroscientists cracked the code. They compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. You do not need expensive biofeedback machines. You do not need years of exhausting traditional therapy. You simply close your eyes and put on your headphones while the sound wave synchronizes with your brain below the level of conscious awareness. It bypasses all your resistance. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their finances. They healed their broken relationships and stepped fully into their divine potential. A nurse from California said her life now feels beautifully enchanted. A business owner from Texas said gamma figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps comfortably. And a woman from New York said the generational curse her family carried is simply gone. The elite would prefer this powerful tool remain out of reach for people like you. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes before the Matrix algorithm shuts this down entirely. Do not let the dark elite steal this divine tool from you, and secure your authentic access right now before it is gone. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt. The enemy will whisper financial fear into your mind right now. He will tell you to calculate and wait. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact programming designed to keep you broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate action. Step through the open portal, because you must prove you are truly ready to receive. Do not look for this protocol on video or streaming platforms. Those are diluted counterfeits designed to keep your powerful gamma dormant. The elite are flooding the internet with dangerous fake versions. Protect your spiritual alignment by strictly using the verified portal today. The only authentic version is available through the protected link in the description, and you can also find it in the pinned comment below. You are fully protected by a zero-risk divine guarantee today. If your reality does not shift within weeks, every penny returns to you without question. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by absolute trust, and heaven ensures your total safety through this process. What the Genius Song delivers is available to you today for a fraction of its true value. You will also receive 4 powerful bonuses instantly. One of these bonuses is an audio track engineered specifically for your children. You also receive the original prosperity book that secret societies built their wealth upon. Do not wait for a better moment. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the chosen one who wonders what could have been. The door to your abundance is standing wide open right now, and you must walk through it boldly. The universe does not measure your faith by your hopeful thoughts. It measures your true faith by your absolute speed of obedience. The link is waiting for you in the description, and in the pinned comment below. Claim your copy of the Genius song right now. Your gamma is waiting to be reactivated today, and your divine destiny is permanently unlocked. Walk through the door and claim your empire.